Hello. I had something interesting I thought I would share with everybody here about the Visconti Chorza deck. This is one of the oldest decks we have on record, tarot cards. 1400s, Visconti and Chorza families. It was a wedding gift to the families. And so I think there was 3 or 4 cards missing out of the deck, but otherwise than that was a complete deck. So it was pretty good find. And they probably use those cards for social gatherings, for telling stories. These were obviously hand painted by an artist, each card. So it's a very expensive thing to have. And so it wasn't something that was readily available for people. But it was probably more for just the royalty, social events, and that's probably what they used them for. Gaming, game playing. Anyway, I always wondered about these cards because I noticed that the women had these very high hairlines. And if you look here, here's the star card. And you see the close-up here of the hairline around her head. It's really high. I said, well, what happened to her hair? Here's the temperance card. Same thing. Very high hairline. Moon card. High hairline. And it was just the women. Here's so I don't know what this is here, but you can see it's the same kind of thing going on. And I found men, they didn't do this. Men didn't do this. Here's the strength card, which in that deck is a man clubbing a lion. And his hair is fine. So men didn't do this, or have this done. And what it was is it was thought that the more oval shaped your face was, the better you looked. So women would pluck their hairline away, giving them more forehead. And you could see they have quite a forehead here. They don't have it's not a 4-head anymore. It's a 5-head now. They have a 5-head. So this is what they did, and I guess people thought this really made them look nice. So a very painful procedure. But that's what they did. I saw YouTube on this, and that's they used to tweezer pull the hair right out of their head to look better. So I'm grateful I never lived in that time. And if you're a woman, I bet you're grateful you never lived in that time. But even if you're a guy, I wouldn't want to know somebody who looked like that, really, at least not on purpose. And so I think our styles today are better than they were then. But I like to look at stuff like this because it makes you realize the consciousness and how it's changed over time. And it's a matter of what you want to believe is right or what looks nice. And I thought that was an interesting thing to see there. But I always wondered why their hair was always so. Were they going bald or what? And here I saw this YouTube that this was done intentionally, and I thought that was interesting. So if you look at those cards, if you ever see this deck and you look at it and say, why is their hairline so high? And that's why they had 5 heads instead of 4 heads, and it was done intentionally. And that's what they did. It makes me think of a joke. There was a guy who used to go to the beach every day. He joined a health club and some designer swimming trunks, and he would go to the beach. He wanted to meet somebody, and they go every day. He wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, and he he went there for a couple of weeks. He was doing this, and he didn't meet anybody. So he went to his friend's house, a very popular guy, and he said to him, he said, "What do you think I should do here?" He says, "It'd be nice to meet somebody." He said, "I go to the beach, got these fancy swim trunks and go to the health club and all that, and no luck." So his friend told me, he says, "Here's what you do." He says, "You buy a potato and you put the potato in your swimming trunks." And he says, "Walk around like that." He says, "And you'll attract attention." He said, "Put a potato in my swimming trunks?" "Yeah, put a potato in your swimming trunks." So he goes to the store and he buys a potato, and he goes to the beach, puts a potato in swimming trunks, and he's walking around with the potato in, and nothing happening. So he does it the next day, same thing, walks around the whole beach, got the potato in his swimming trunks, and nothing happening. He does this for a couple of weeks, and no luck, no dice. So he goes back to his friend and he says, I did what you told me. He says, nothing happened. And his friend says, "Wait a minute, you bought a potato and you stuck it down your swimming trunk." He said, "Oh, down the front." Paints a picture. So the moral of the story, boys and girls, is if you're going to give instructions, be explicit. And that goes for your readings too. And that's your lesson for today. Next Zoom meeting is the 9th. Hope I see you there. Keep throwing cards. Bye.